So these songs, although this is a gospel album, I do have like a real life song on the album too about my daughters and what we've walked through, and life has not been easy by any means, but it's really good.
Yeah, it seems to me one of the ways contemporary Christian music has been really impoverished is by the lack of lament, or not even getting that lament is about both the hardship but also the hope, and bringing that into balance. I think you've managed that amazingly.
Yeah, well, and that really is part of the goal of this project, is to actually allow lament, which is expressing the deep things in our heart, the things that hurt so much, and the misunderstandings, and the times when you just can't even imagine where is God, or where did he go. And I don't have an answer to all that, but I do know that there's a process involved, and that we need to keep walking in the process. And lament is just a part of worship, as celebration is. And so yeah, we just have to continue to be real. We're not cardboard cutout people, and we're real life human beings that hurt.
I'm betting you've got some influence and inspiration from your sister Kathy.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything you want to say about her role in informing you?
Yeah, well, just the whole place of people with disabilities having a very real part to play, not only in my life, in this project, but in my life as well, and in the life of countless others. You and I we planted a church called Freshman Christian Fellowship a long time ago, and we thought that we were really wise and that we had great ideas, and then we decided to ask Jesus to show us how to do this, and he led us into loving and having being in community with people with disabilities. My sister being one of them, and so I've been hugely impacted by that. I think the way I didn't come up with a saying, but there is a saying out there that as you treat people with disabilities, that's really what your heart is like.
Wow.
And as you treat children, that's really what your heart is like. And so I think that how you behave is what you believe. Not always the stuff that comes out of your mouth, the words, but how you treat these people really shows what you believe. So.
Now, you've done some significant work with people in addictions as well, and you worked as a recovery counselor and all of that. Does that play into this album at all?
Yeah, really, that's also a big part to play. Just it's being with people that hurt. There's not only is it the reality that we're all the same. That's really what I learned through the recovery ministry. We're all very similar. We're human beings, and we all need help, and we all have addictions. Some of us have socially acceptable addictions, and some of us don't. And so I've learned that it's all an equal playing field, and we all need each other, and I think we need God to come, and we need His love to envelop us.
So this is where the gospel side comes in, isn't it? Like, you have some good news in the midst of these real life stories and people with difficult issues. You want to give us a glimpse of the good news?
Yeah, I guess what comes to mind is that the good news is that God's not mad at you or me. And he's like, hey, I've got a better way for you to live. And so it's an invitation. It's always an invitation. and I'm not about, so this project is not about like forcing people to believe anything or anything like that. I'm just offering these songs from my heart as an expression of love.
I think my experience has been, I think people's experience when they listen to the CD is that they'll experience some deep level healing. And I'm wondering, how can we help you get this CD out there?
Yeah, so practically speaking, if you're interested in being involved in it and giving towards it, then we'll have some information for you for that. I don't know if you know this, but it can be costly to complete an album, and so I'm just super thankful for all of you out there. First of all, I'm thankful for you as my friends and people that I have known over the years. You and I have been involved in this whole thing for a long time, and we really appreciate relationships. We appreciate that it's character first, that it's not about big flashy shows, and that just really appreciate the help in getting this album out. So
that's awesome. Well, I want to thank James Taylor for being with us today. Oh, I mean Brian West. And now for the bonus track part of this. If you were on a deserted island, you could only take one CD. Which one would you take?
Boy, that's a good question. There's so many that come to mind. I don't know.
I'm gonna make you pick one.
Probably one CD. I guess I probably Come to the Light by Kevin Frost.
Okay. If you could open for somebody, who would you like? And they don't even have to be alive anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. James Taylor.
James Taylor. Yeah. Maybe as a closing question, you've written a book too. What's it called? Where can they find it? What's it about?
Yes, the book is called Pilgrim's Process, not Progress. Pilgrim's Process. It's all about that life is lived in a process. It's about the journey, and it's about one step at a time. And I'm gonna have it on Create Space. We're gonna have it out there.
And therefore Amazon.
Yeah. We'll have it out there, and it's probably going to be part of the perks for you supporting this album. That if you give such an amount, then the book comes with the CD or whatever it is. We'll figure it out. But so yeah, we'll make that available.
Well, it is a great book with a lot of the stories that are behind the album as well. Thanks for sharing with us today. This has been great. It's good to be with you too.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
Friendship.
So, buy a box at a time, give them away to friends. Christmas is coming. Thanks.
He's the God of mercy. He's the God of grace. He's the God of forgiveness. And He's here in this place. Well, He's God when it's good, and He's God when it's bad. He's the source of all comfort. He's the source of all comfort. He's the source of all comfort and hope in the midst of our pain.
Okay, I just got it.
It can be very intimidating when you start.
Yeah, sit up straight
you have
now.
To worry about where.
Give it away now. Okay, make sure the.
Anyway.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
All right.
Anyway.
Same time.
There.
Oh, there you go.